YouTube, so I'm going to make this video short, sweet, and to the point. Jessica's videos have been clipped from all these live streams she's been doing since she got back to Virginia, going home and drinking, trying to drink as much as I do, but you can't handle your shit because Jessica Boyle is emotionally unstable, and she's extremely hypocritical, and she's two-faced as fuck. How the fuck are you gonna complain about me having an alcohol problem when you're buying me alcohol and you could hear cops banging on the bathroom because you can tell her parents and the police department in her town are sick of her shit? Now, here's the short end of it. I told Jessica we broke up. I don't want to see her anymore. Please do not show up to Casper or to my house. And someone bought her a ticket, and she was in town for 4 days before she showed up to my house after saying she wasn't going to do it. I initially felt bad for her, and I didn't want her to go homeless, and I did not want my fans to be forced to pay for her shit. That's not fair to them either. So I'm like, fuck it. Maybe she could be a mature, like a mature adult and like relatively sane adult about it. But no, she couldn't. She fucking couldn't. And then she told me I'd never call the cops on you, and she does it anyways. I know all this because watching the Drunken Peasants, a lot of my YouTube fans are watching her streams and clipping everything she says. So if she tries to say, well, I never said this, and Josh is a piece of shit, blah, 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 they can go, Jessica, bullshit. Because she did send me a 5-gallon jar to make mead. But here's the thing of it. She only showed interest in making it because I had an interest in it, allegedly. Her mom used to make her own homemade wines, and Jessica showed no interest in it. See, this is part of her manipulation, pretend to like everything Josh likes, so it makes him easier to emotionally control. She didn't ask me how the mead works or how do you make it. She didn't bother paying attention to me making it on YouTube. You pour in your liquid, your fruits, a little bit of honey, a little bit of sugar, or you use liquids that have fruits in them. It's important to do your research, and I didn't just start making mead off the top and being like, yeah, here you go. No, I actually spurred the fuck out on YouTube, watching a bunch of other YouTubers make it. And I was like, alright, so this is how you do it? Okay, and I perfected my own method, and it works. It works for me, it may not work for you. It's important to do your research. And I filmed every process every time I make it, and you know what I'm saying? Yeast, sugar, liquid, fruit, honey. It's 5 ingredients. It is simple enough to make, but it's also complex in its own special way, because if you try to mix something that's the yeast don't like, your yeast is going to die, you know what I'm saying? Fuck Jessica, she's insufferable. You take all the liquid out of the jar on the 26th and strain it into a clean jar, and you leave all the bananas and leftover chocolate behind and discard that and rinse out your jar. And that's basically it. Now Jessica here is has been clipped saying, and I quote, you know what I'm saying? That, oh, Josh has this 5-gallon jar that I sent him, and he doesn't appreciate it. Basically what she's hinting at with the way she's talking. And I said, you didn't bother asking me, and I told you, I fucking told you, when we were still dating, I need the other one, otherwise I'm going to have a fucking 1-gallon bucket for every 5 gallons that are in that jar. And Jessica's sitting here airing out my dirty laundry, trying as hard as she can to make me look bad and piss me off. And then play the victim with her fake crying, and people clip it And now the Drunken Peasants has like a bunch of clips from all of her streams that she's made since she's been back in Virginia. And it's like, nah, dude. And on top of that, Jessica Boyle's trying to revenge porn me like, well, you broke up with me. Well, I want to show everyone a video of you and what I did to your dick. So how do you like that? I'm like, everyone's seen my dick because of my stupid YouTube trolls. Or who are just jealous because theirs doesn't look that good, so they gotta obsess over it. But Jessica has mental problems. I feel sorry for her.
I don't care if there's screenshots. He can leave me alone.
Okay, so check this out. Jessica's sitting there asking me to leave her alone when she's the one stalking me in a Casper. After I broke up with Jessica, I had no intentions of flying down to see her in Virginia. I figured we broke up, she'd take the hint, maybe seek some mental help. And on top of that, as soon as my YouTube trolls find out who I'm crushing on or who I'm dating, they harass her as hard as they can until she breaks up with me. So it does make my situation difficult. But plenty of women dig my videos, and that's all that counts. And Jessica craved the attention what I provided, but she couldn't handle the pressure of it. And she has mental problems on top of it, which made it worse. And once the YouTube trolls of mine realized she's got mental problems, they teamed up with Jessica Messica and all of Jessica's trolls. And Jessica's a hypocrite too. She wants to give me shit about my drinking, but here you are in this random collection of clips that you probably deleted because you didn't want anyone to see it, but people already clipped it too late. Of you whining about how you want to fuck me still, and yeah, no one's buying your shit, Jessica. And goddamn, that's good beer. Samuel Smith Chocolate Stout. Last one for the evening because I'm OUT out. That's just fucking fine. It's the weekend. The Drunken Peasants are doing another episode, and the only reason I watched is because they were featuring me, and then they started busting out into this other weird asshole, and I was just like, no, gross. The only reason I bought Jessica any of this chocolate beer in the first place is because I was bragging about how tasty it was, and Jessica wanted to try it. And despite her stalking me, I tried to be a good guy because she was buying some booze. So I buy it back. So she can't justify it and say that, oh, well, I'm buying all the booze and Josh is the alcohol. Fuck off, dude. So I said, as soon as you get back to Virginia, I'll buy you a 4-pack because I said I would. And I did. Instead of saying thank you to whoever sent it, she immediately goes on Facebook and shoves it in my face. She doesn't realize that the Casper Police Department's aware of my YouTube trolls and all the crazy crap I gotta put up with is just because I'm KingCobraJFS. And I already explained to the Casper Police Department that I broke up with Jessica, and that she's stalking me, and the only reason I let her stay here is because I don't want my YouTube fans to have to pay that burden. The fact that she doesn't have a job, she just has to leech off my fans. And then says I'm a lazy piece of shit because I didn't make wands. That's fucking BC Rich. Another exquisite evening of... So to count, I had like 8 of those chocolate beers and like 1 iced tea, like hard tea, and that's enough. Seems a bit excessive, but that's fine for the evening. But I get tired of everyone in my life fucking drinks, but then they gotta count my drinks, And I don't want to cause a fight over it, so when they give me shit about it, I just ignore it and take it, I honestly enjoy making homemade wine, regardless if it's mead or not, but mead's my favorite way to make it. And it's a fun little hobby to get into. It's something to do, It gets you up in the morning because you look at it, you're watching it age and do its thing. Drunken Peasant said it. As long as Jessica thinks or she believes what she's saying is true, she doesn't care if she knows it's not true, and if everyone else knows it's not true. As long as she believes it, then she'll think it's true, and that's what makes her truly delusional.